Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Diamonds and Sparkles. My name is Lena, and if you are a new subscriber, a new person watching this, welcome. I hope you like it and that you decide to stick to it. And if you are a returning subscriber, someone who has watched a little of my videos, welcome back. I really appreciate all of everyone. Basically, I never thought I was going to have someone actually watching the things that I do, but that's great. So I'm currently working I'm gonna start working right away. I'm working on a cat named Poppy. I don't remember the name. By Peggy Collins. This is from Diamond Art Club, and I'm enjoying this so much. I think, as I said, rounds are definitely my favorite type of drill to work with. The thing that I don't like about round kits, and this might sound weird, but what I don't like is that I finish them quite quickly. And since I don't have a lot of budget to purchase like frequent, I run out of diamond paintings. And lately, right now, I only have round diamond paintings, and I've been kind of struggling on whether or not I would like to be diamond painting in that particular time, because I go like, oh, but if I do this amount of time diamond painting and I just keep going like this, I might finish my diamond painting at this time or during this amount of days. And then I don't know if by then I'm going to be having another diamond painting, like a new diamond painting. And it's been a mess, but everything is going to work out. I actually, just after having that thought, I went a little down. I was not able to do much diamond painting for a few days because I was feeling really yucky. My chronic illness just hit me like a bull. I don't know how to describe it, but it's been a couple of rough days with it. And actually today is the first day that I sit and diamond paint for longer than just like 20 minutes. So I think that kind of helped a little bit, this diamond painting drought that I saw coming. But at the end, it turned out that it was not going to be like that. But I went completely off my bullet points that I wanted to talk to you about today. I just started talking without an order. And yeah, they don't have an order. So where do we begin? Yeah, so it's been a kind of a long time since I last recorded a WIP and chat, because when I recorded my last WIP and chat, I was in the last section of flower delivery, and it was a Tuesday, and I usually record this on Thursdays. So I wanted that to be in my WIP and chat, like me finishing the painting. So I decided to do it beforehand. And now it's been like, what? I don't know how many days, but almost 2 weeks. Well, no, not almost, like a week and a half instead of just a week without me recording. And yeah, it's been a while, I guess. So something interesting, well, I don't know how to call it, because I remember telling my boyfriend that I was excited about this particular thing, but I didn't want it to sound rude. But the thing is that a friend of mine from university was uploading some Instagram stories about her like being at the hospital and getting some stuff done because she was feeling weird and different and stuff. And when I saw her stories, I immediately, like, with what she was saying and what she was posting, I responded one of her stories and I told her, oh, do you have dysautonomia? And she was like, oh my God, yes, what? And basically, it's been a very long time since we last spoke, and the last times that we have seen each other have been sort of, we just cross paths. Like the last time that I saw her was at a mall, and I just bumped into her and we talked for like 20 minutes, but really kind of superficial things, nothing like deep, you know. So I told her like, oh yeah, I've been having I told her my experience with dysautonomia and all the issues that it has brought, and I told her like, oh, you should be doing this and this and that, and she has been tested. She has been in the process of being tested for some stuff. Oh, I think I need to change my putty because it's not enough. But I gave her some advice, and when I told her, she was still in the process of like maybe looking for a second opinion, or if that was really exactly what she had. And I told her, well, with dysautonomia, every type of dysautonomia is different, but usually the type that they are telling you that you have, that is POTS, that is the one that I have, you might have issues like this, and I started like telling her all of the things that I went through when I first started having symptoms. And like everyone, dysautonomia is very, very it's different for everybody. So I told her like, of course there might be different things, but usually this is what you could expect to experience. And I actually shared, as I said, some of what I had gone through, and she was like, oh my God. So I think that even though I go for a second opinion, it's going to be either the same or something really, really similar. And I told her, yeah, I think so. So I recommended her like a cardiologist, a neurologist. Oh gosh, this didn't stick. What am I doing with this? Oh God, this didn't work. And she's going through the process of it all. She had another testing done. And as I said, I don't want to say that that's cool. What I mean is that it's really nice to have someone like understanding kind of what I go through, because sometimes with this type of illnesses, when they're this type of like invisible chronic illnesses, you go through so much of gaslighting, and not only gaslighting from doctors, but also gaslighting from yourself. Sometimes, since you don't look like anything is going on the outside, you sometimes start wondering and asking to yourself like, am I really like, do I really have this, or I'm just like exaggerating and this is what everyone experiences. And one of the things that gets me a lot also is I have a lot of fatigue. And fatigue is not just something that, you know, is not just, oh, I'm tired. No, fatigue is like I read this somewhere, I don't remember where, but it feels like your body is moving through sand. Like you feel heavy. You feel, it's so hard to explain. So like, it's not just, oh, I'm tired. No, you sleep and you don't get any rest. You do one single little thing and your entire body is wiped out. It's a very, very kind of isolating experience. Oh, I missed one. Having one of these things that no one can see, because it's not the same. I mean, there are a lot of illnesses, of course, but you know, if you have something like, I don't want to compare it, you know, just let's not do the comparison. But what I mean is that it not always is very visible. And the level of like severity, I don't know if you could call it that, but I don't have many issues that are visible. Sometimes I use some mobility aids, but it's not frequent at all. It's just in very certain circumstances. So overall, it's kind of hard for other people to see. Like you can be just standing there and be going through immense amount of pain, and no one but you knows, because you are just used to kind of always feeling like shit, really. And so the nice part about it, I guess, is that I now have someone that I can talk to when I'm having certain experiences. And I can't talk with my boyfriend or with some other people, but even though they are as understanding as they can be, or they try to be, it's not the same because they do not know how it feels. Like, they can try to, and I understand completely that they don't get it because they're not living through it. So I don't know, I'm just rambling, I guess. But yeah, she's right now, the last like conversations that we had, I asked her like if she had been taking some sort of supplement or something that aids with it, like electrolytes or certain vitamins and stuff that you sometimes get recommended. And she's like, oh, I just ordered this and that. And I was like, wow, I was actually just about to recommend this to you. And we just started talking about that. And the last thing was that I saw on HEB, what is this? Where did this came from? That I saw on HEB a promotion for some electrolytes that I really like that are sold there. And she was like, oh, I'm gonna check it out. So yeah, that's the kind of thing, because I am in a few groups, and I follow people on my personal account, with chronic illnesses. Some are similar to mine, some are completely different. And even though you feel heard and you feel validated that what you're going through is real, it's not the same as having like a real actual person that you've known for a while. And we went to college together, to university. Well, I don't know how it is everywhere, but here, you out of high school, you go straight to whatever career you want, and you just study that career, and that's it. So it's like college and university combined. I don't know, it's a different system basically. But we know each other since our first year, which was 2000. No, that's a lie. We know each other since like an introduction kind of course, kind of day, where you get to do like playing stuff and like some sort of integration party. That's what I could call it. And we were on the same team. And we know each other since then. So it's been, wow, I've known her for 12 years now. So yeah, that's the nice thing about it. Not that she is having to deal with all of this. And I kind of see myself through her a few years back, because I've been having this for I'm gonna say 3.5 years. I'm going on 4 years that everything started. And yeah, I'm also happy to know that I can help her somehow, because when I first got this, it was really not very known. It was not, how some sort of dysautonomia and this type of things are very related to long COVID and other stuff. And it was not exactly known, or, well, not that it was not known. It was more like, I don't know how to explain it. It was not considered like one of the first options when someone presented with certain symptoms. And now it's actually a bit quicker, because it's a more common thing. It's something that doctors are seeing more and more. So it's not like the last thing on their mind that they're thinking about. And that's, I guess it's great for people being newly diagnosed. Of course, it's not great that people are actually being diagnosed with it, but at least I feel that the amount of gaslighting is less than before. But I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not speaking for anyone else. And there are doctors out there that are really not the best. That's my opinion. And I don't know. But yeah. I get tired talking. So yeah, I've been really fatigued lately. And actually today has been like a very good day so far. It's like, what time is it? I don't even know what time is it. Is it noon? Yeah, it's actually just noon. And right now I feel drained, but not drained too much. Like I still was able to fold some clothes and to wash the dishes, and I had to sit really quickly after a few minutes of that, but it's fine. It's one of those days that I just have to do things in a very slow pace, but I can still do things. And I know that I'm not overexerting myself or anything. So, more bad news. Diamond Art Club has been coming with so many restocks. I cannot believe them. I had 2 of the things that I wanted on my card ready to go, and one of them was Artist Room, and the other one, I don't remember what it was, but because I had like, I put things in the card and then delete them and then put other things, and I change a lot of the things that I put in my card all the time. So I was really thinking like, should I not? I really want this kid. She's like Mrs. Butter D is one of my favorite artists. Like, even though I've done only one from her, I can see myself doing every single painting by her. And I said, you know what? One morning I just woke up and said, you know what? I don't care. I'm gonna buy it. This is my time. So I opened up the page on my computer, and I said like, okay, so I'm gonna get this one. It was really cheap. It was $39.99, I think. So I said I'm gonna pick something else from my wish list that is in stock at the moment, so I can get free shipping. And I did. I started looking for something else, and by the time I went to my cart, it said sold out, because I actually got more of the impulse to want to buy it like right there and then, because it said low stock. So I was like, okay, this is my time to go. But I was late. And by the time, as I said, by the time that I went back to the cart, it said out of stock. So that really was a bummer, because I really, really, really wanted it. But, well, I guess it was not the time. I don't know if it was at the same time that Primrose by Muka, I said Muka, I don't know if it's Muka or Musha or Mucha, I don't know. But Primrose by him, I just love that artwork, and that has been on my wish list for such a long time. And like ever since I started diamond painting, and I don't think it had come on back on stock since I added it to my wish list. At least I had not seen it. So I saw that it came back, and I was like, I have to. I definitely have to. So I put it back in my cart, and I just waited for a few days, and I didn't know if I was going to buy it or not, because I wanted to buy something else, because this is my last like big-ish diamond painting that I have. And other than this, I have some budget diamond paintings coming soon, which I'm going to talk about that too. And I also have 2.5 diamond paintings from the Little Diamonds collection, but I didn't want to just work on the little ones. I wanted to save them for when I get like overwhelmed with a big square one or something like that. I don't want to do them all in a row. And I already did Hermione, I did Harry, and I started Draco. So I still have half of Draco. I have Luna Lovegood, and I have Ron. But I don't want to work on them right now. I want to be, I want to save them. I want to savor them. I have not been having them for a long time. And I just don't want to do them all at once, So that's why I said I'm going to order Primrose. And a few days ago, other kit came in stock. I don't remember the name, but let me look for it. I don't remember exactly the name, but I know that it is one that has like a coffee cart and Ghost Cafe. When I saw it, I was just, it's so pretty. It's so, so pretty. And when I saw that it came back in stock, I was like, I have to. There's no other option for me. I have to do it. So I got that. I got Primrose by Muka and Ghost Cafe by Stephanie Marie. I think that's her name. Is that her only painting? Let me look. Yeah, that's her only painting so far. But that's kind of the soft art style that I really, really, really enjoy. So my heart is happy. I spent like $110, I think. I don't remember, but yeah, those are great. So those are great news, because with those two paintings plus the budget diamond paintings that I got, that I'm going to go to that later because that's also exciting, and the one that I'm doing it right now, I think I have like 2 months worth of diamond painting, enough for me to save more money for diamond paintings, and that's great. Also, I have something that I need help with. So in a few months time, hopefully either by the beginning of May or maybe the beginning of June at the latest, that's what I am anticipating, I am going to be receiving some money from a family property that was sold, and that my dad told me that it was going to be like the money that came from that was going to be allocated to certain people, and I was one of them. And it's not like a very, very extremely big amount, but it is a big-ish amount. It is definitely a big amount. I want to use some of that money to buy diamond paintings. Now, I am financially conscious. Don't think that I'm going to be spending all of that money into diamond paintings. But I told my boyfriend, like, I always am restricting myself because our situation, and we're not like just passing by, like we are okay. We are just restricting ourselves in certain areas at certain times because that's the most sensible thing to do right now. But what I told him was, I want to allocate a certain budget for diamond paintings, and the rest is going to go directly into our investment account. But what do I do? What should I do? Should I use all the money at once and buy like a lot of diamond paintings just to have a secure stash for a few, for some time, and just be saving money like I've been doing? And by the time that I run out of diamond paintings, my saving for diamond paintings is going to be, considerable, and I won't have to be like thinking too much into buying or not buying diamond paintings and, that stuff. Or should I just say, okay, this is my budget, put it in a specific place that is specifically directed for diamond painting, and get kits like slowly, like if there's something in my wish list that I immediately want, maybe get 1 or 2 or 3, I don't know, and then save the rest of that budgeted money to just say, like, you know what, this week an amazing kit that I feel that I have to have came out, so let me buy it, let me get it. So that's kind of the two places where I'm at, and I'm leaning more towards the second option, because if I just get a bunch of diamond paintings at once, they might be not exactly the ones. I mean, there are a lot of diamond paintings in my wish list, but there are paintings that are, for me, that are a must-have, and there are paintings that are more like, oh, I like the art style, I think I would enjoy it, but it's not a must-have. So that's what I thought. I thought, what if, the ones that are out of stock right now, they come back in stock, but by the time that they come back in stock, I already spent all of my budgeted money that I got from this family property sale. So I think the second option is a more sensible one. So I think I'm gonna go with it, but any comments or suggestions are greatly appreciated, of course. So let's go now to the budget canvases. The other day, I'm always rummaging through Temu and all of those places, because sometimes there are, funny things that I see that I'm like, oh, let me try it. And it's like $2-3 things, is not a lot. And also because I like searching for budget diamond paintings that are not stealing from anyone, that are more like AI or a stock image or something. That's the type of diamond paintings that I buy. I actually have a video talking about how I choose my budget diamond paintings ethically without stealing from anyone. And so when I entered the Temu page, I entered determined to buy some diamond paintings, most because it was actually just after Artist Room by Miss Butter D went out of stock. So I was like sad. I was sad slash kind of angry, and I was like, I just want diamond paintings. So I went there and it popped into the screen like up to 90%, like 90, like 90, not 19, 90% off. Not in everything, but it said up to. So I was like, okay, let me see. So I started seeing what it was about, and basically there could be articles that could have up to 90% in them. So I went to check them out, and of course I went to check some diamond paintings out, and they didn't say anything when I saw them, but I said, you know what, I'm just going to put them in the cart and see if, you know, it's an after thing, like after you have certain amount you get the percentage off or something. And I put in my cart one thingy of nails that are kind of stickers because I want to try them out. I already tried out once, but I didn't really like them that much. So this other one had a lot of reviews, and I said, oh, okay, I'm gonna try it out. And it was not that expensive. And then 11 canvases, 11 budget diamond paintings. They're all of mandalas, like they're not a specific image. They are just mandalas that are mostly done with crystal type diamond drills. So I put in my card 11. Just, you know, just putting everything that I liked. And when I kind of tested the waters and clicked the button that said checkout, and when it went to the checkout, it displayed like all of the discounts that all of the things in my card had. And none of them were 90% off, but most of them, no, there were two that were 83 or something percent off, but the rest were between 72 and 73% off. So I got overall, like combining everything, a 73% of my purchase for free. So I spent a total of, let me convert the amount to US dollars. So it was 2 USD. So I spent, well, the total was $62, like 61 and 77. But at the end, I only spent $17. Like, that was crazy. Like each item was $1 and something else. Like 17 divided by 12. Yeah. Each in, you know, averaging everything out, every item that I purchased was about $1.41. So that was great. And now I have 11 budget diamond paintings coming my way, plus the 2 from Diamond Art Club. So that's why I said I am going to have some diamond paintings for probably, I would say 2 months, maybe, depending on how quick I do diamond paintings, because I realize that I can work quite quickly, that I can finish them quite quickly. Not even because I want to, but because, I don't know, I guess that's how I diamond paint. Like, I don't do it in a rush or anything. I just do it for the amount of time that I enjoy doing them, and that's it. And it turns out that I think, I'm not sure, I know there's people out there who do way more, but I think I lean more towards the quick side of diamond painters, or at least slightly above average. So I have 11, 12, 13. I don't like counting a lot those small budget kits as one entire big canvas, but they're still like their own canvas. But yeah, I just hope they last me for a while, and I'm excited for that. The search for jobs is still not fruitful. I had an interview, but they were very, you know, when you go somewhere or talk to someone and you just get these off vibes. I am a lot about vibes, and that was definitely not it. So I did not continue with the process because it was kind of sketchy. Like some of the specifications of it, they were kind of sketchy, and I said, nah, I don't want I don't have the energy to deal with this. I don't have the mental capacity. I don't, I can't deal with this. I have enough things going on in my personal life to add more with something stressful that is not necessary, you know? Hopefully I'm still not desperate. I think it's my final point. I'm still not desperate as to just say yes to any job just to say yes. I hope I never get to that point, but hopefully not. So there's that. I'm having so much fun diamond painting. What else can we talk about? Oh, I was actually, regarding my health issues, I am going to be seeing a neurologist soon. I've been researching some neurologists, and I think I already have one that I want to see. But first, I want to do some labs. I've had, well, I'm not going to be very specific about it, but I think they are related to my dysautonomia because I've done some research, and some of the things that I've been experiencing kind of are similar to what I've seen. And I am not someone who just goes to Dr. Google. I am actually a doctor. Like, I am a physician. I studied medicine. I am just currently not working as a doctor because I physically can't, but I have the years of studying, basically. So I know where to look for. I know that not every place is good, is reputable. So I know where to look for symptoms and for stuff. And yeah, I think I have something, and it correlates a lot to my dysautonomia. I also want to get checked for the suspicion that I have reactive hypoglycemia. I don't know if I have it, but with the symptoms, and it's also correlated to some forms of dysautonomia, that's the next step. So first I want to check the urologist because that's what worries me the most. Because if the other thing ends up being hypoglycemia, like reactive hypoglycemia, for now, if it doesn't really have that much of a negative effect, if you if you start feeling wonky, you just have to eat certain things. So for the research that I've done, so it worries me more the thing related to urology. So what did I do? Did I miss one? So that's one. And actually it's I was researching for some doctors, and I found a clinic that is really, really close to my house. Like, I could get there walking, and I'm not going to walk there, but I could get there walking. And this is a doctor who has great reviews. She has, I think, like over 1,000 or something like that, and she has like 5 stars. And yeah, basically that's it. It's gonna be privately, and it's fine because I don't live in the US. Here it is, healthcare is expensive everywhere, more being private healthcare, but I have 2 things in my favor. One thing is that in my country, it is expensive, as I said, but it's not as expensive as, you say, I don't know, the US or something. And since I'm a doctor, I missed some W's. Most times, not every doctor does it, but most times when you're a doctor going to another doctor for an issue that you have, sometimes they don't charge you for the consult. Like, they just charge for, like, if you have to do some studies that they have to perform or something, they just charge for that. And even then, they give you huge discounts. So that's great. I mean, as I said, it's not a given that they're not going to charge me, but there's always that possibility. My rheumatologist doesn't charge me a cent. My cardiologist doesn't charge me a cent. And as I said, my if I need to get some testing done or labs or my medication, that costs. But my specialist visits, they don't charge me. And I've tried to pay them. I'm not just like comfortably not paying for consultations. No, I've tried to pay them. Like after a few consultations, I was like, oh, that is, I mean, it's cool, but I feel bad because it's your job, you know? But they're like, no, this is from doctor to doctor. We don't. At least some of them say. Oh, others charge me like half of it, or like my neurologist, he only charges me half of the consultations. And as I said, my rheumatologist and my cardiologist, they charge nothing. So this is the first time that I'm going to be seeing a neurologist for the issues that I've been having. And I don't know what to expect. Like most of the things I self-diagnosed and they were just confirmed by the specialists, you know, and more specific tests that I was not really that 100% sure of. They just said, yeah, you need this, and they would prescribe it, and I would just get them. But that's also an easier way to go to the doctor if you're a doctor yourself and if you kind of know what's going on. It's easy also because dysautonomia, it's a very weird thing to have because it doesn't make sense. And I was actually telling my friend that, you know, the one that I told you that is being diagnosed with it, she's also a doctor. And I told her, like, just imagine, not like for us, everything is so confusing because in dysautonomia, nothing makes sense. And we're doctors, like we know how the body works, and we're still confused by some of it because there are some paradoxical reactions and stuff that happens. I cannot imagine how fearful or how stressing it would be to not know, you know. But yeah, that's my rambling regarding. Oh, it fell. Where did it go? I lost the drill. Like I grabbed it and then it just flew away. I've been talking a lot about my medical issues, but it's just what's been going on in my life. I've been having a lot of nausea this past week, and I have not been able to eat a lot. Most of the things that I have ingested have been liquids, but I try to at least make them, you know, like caloric and nutritious, even though I cannot stomach many things. When I noticed that I was struggling with solids, that's something that has happened to me before. So I went to buy some protein shakes and stuff like that. But I think my stomach is not, I mean, my digestive system doesn't want to deal with proteins, because proteins, like having protein in any shape, even with just like a protein shake or an Ensure or stuff like that, my stomach goes crazy. Like it hurts so bad. So at the moment, I'm just trying to drink my calories and keep them nutritious without them having too much protein. I still grab a few sips here and there of the protein shakes just to try to put some, and that has been working. Like if I just have like a sip of it, it bothers me a little bit, but it's good still. It's like bearable. So because of that, I have already lost like it would be like 3 pounds, I think. And it's not much, but I don't want to keep losing weight because I've been through this before. And the last time I lost, I want to convert it to pounds. Let me see if I can convert it to pounds. Oh. 2 kilograms. Oh, it was the other way around. Kilograms to kilograms. Oh my god, I'm so slow at this. No! My computer is not making sense. 2 pounds. Yeah, I lost 75 pounds the last time that this happened. But right now I don't have the weight to be able to lose 75 pounds. Like if right now I lose 75 pounds, I just can't. I cannot. So I try to I'm really trying. So if this keeps going for a longer period of time, or if I notice that I'm starting to lose more weight or more rapidly, I definitely have to go back to my gastroenterologist, because sometimes I go through these bouts of like small periods of time where I cannot have many foods, or like right now that I cannot have very solid foods or certain types of nutrients, and it lasts like a week or two, and then it starts to go away, and then I am okay again. Okay as my digestive system goes. But I try not to panic, because sometimes it goes away by itself. But yeah, I am going to be waiting for, as I said, another week. And what worries me is that I already bought my dress for my cousin's wedding. That is the second week of April. And I don't want to lose like a crazy amount of weight and the dress not fitting me. That would be bad. But it would be worse for this not to go away. But I'm gonna patiently wait a little bit more, and then we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I'm getting thirsty. I'm getting so thirsty, and I don't want to get up because I want to diamond paint. I also need to go to the pharmacy to buy a little bottle to put my a specimen bottle to put my fluids in it and take it to the lab so they can test my pee-pee, my urine. Is this too much information? Whoopsies. How much have this gone on for? Oh, 42 minutes. Okay. So I think 42 minutes is enough time. Oh, no, before that, what the things that I've been kind of doing, I've been reading more because I had not been able to diamond paint as much as usual. I've been reading more. I am in the middle of 3 books. The first book is a book in a series called The Naturals. I had already talked about it. I am about 30-something-ish% into it, and after I finished the second one, I didn't think that I was going to complete the series right away. Like, I was not planning on starting the third book right away. I was going to wait a little bit. But I couldn't sleep. It was night, and I didn't want to wake my boyfriend. And I already had the book on my Kindle, so I just grabbed it and selected it and started reading. So I'm right now reading the third one, and I think it's a good idea. I don't mind it. It's fine. And it's actually better because when I do that of not reading the sequel right after, I abandon it for such a long time, and I hate it. I actually hate it. So it's good. And the third book, it's being a little bit more interesting than the second, to be honest. The second one finished like kind of meh. That's why I said I'm gonna finish it because I'm curious now to know the entire history of these people. But it was not an urgent matter. But I'm glad I started it. It's quite interesting. The other book that I'm reading is called The Teacher by Frida I'm the worst with names. I'm sorry. But it's really nice. It's about this girl that she's starting like a new term in school, and she doesn't want to go because there's this rumor of something that happened last year, that she was involved with a teacher, and it was all a lie. It was not the situation that everyone thought it was, but still everyone hates her, no one talks to her and stuff. And is also parallel, it's parallel with the story of with two teachers that are married to each other, and they both work at the same high school. And the perspectives are of, one of them is of this girl that is being ostracized, and that the one involved in everything that happened. And is the other perspective is from the wife in this marriage that I'm talking about. She's a math teacher, and both the wife and the husband are teachers to this girl, and stuff starts to happen. And it's really, I'm actually really enjoying it. That I have it as an audiobook. The previous one I have it in my Kindle. And the third one that I'm reading is one that I never knew that it even existed. But in the last international book fair here in my city, there was a stand where they were selling like the type of books of have a blind date with the book, and they were all wrapped. And I chose only mystery books. I mean, the ones that I thought that were mystery, either, well, not so much mystery, but like crime and that type of stuff. And the one that I'm reading is called After. At least that's the translation that I remember right now. And it's about this school that there's this event going at the school, like a sports event or something like that. And everyone is like in the patio and having fun and everything, and the school starts to burn. And this girl is inside it, and her mom, she's like a teenager, she's like a night nurse or something in this event. And during, as I said, during the event, the fire starts to go up, and the girl is trapped, and the mom goes inside for her, but they're both really injured. One of them is severely burned, and the mom, I think something falls in her head. I don't know if it's like a piece of, I don't remember. Yeah, I think it was a piece of like of the ceiling that fell into her head, and she suffered like a concussion and a very severe brain injury, and they're both in the hospital. But they're like ghost like in the limbo trying to solve it, because it turns out that the daughter had been stalked by someone and had been harassed. Like she was sent stuff to the mail, like poop and really creepy letters, and it was just creepy. So they're thinking that it was maybe that. They're trying to investigate, and they're trying to investigate their own, the crime that injured them. But they cannot talk to anyone but each other, because they're in this sort of ghost limbo heaven type of thing. It's really interesting seeing that perspective that I had never encountered with something like that. And I am really glad that I got that book in that blind thing. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really, really liking it. It has about 440 pages or something. I'm on page 180, but I'm not rushing through it because I'm really liking it. I usually read it for like 30-40 minutes in the mornings, with just like sitting in the couch. So I'm really enjoying that. Those are the 3 books that I'm reading, and I'm probably going to be starting The Way of Kings. I've been meaning to start it for such a long time, but I haven't. But that's because I really want a physical book, and I don't have a physical book right now with me, because high fantasy books, I have this need to annotate them. If I am reading it like with an audiobook or digital copy, I itch. I have this itch that I want to scratch and I can't. And the digital just doesn't give the same vibe. I know it's silly, but I really want a physical one. So I've been looking for one, but the only ones that I've been finding are mass paperback books, and I don't want it. I want like a regular big one. I have the first 3 in Mass Market. Is Mass Market? Yeah, the ones that are little, and that the pages are like a phone book, yellow pages, like really, really thin. But the 4th one, I have it in a regular size copy, and I want to get them in that, but I have not found them. So yeah, I definitely want to reread it before the 5th book comes out, but I'm not sure if I'm going to accomplish it. but I really want to start it. But I have my quirks like that where that's the type of book that I don't want to read just in my audiobook or in my Kindle. I want to have it physically with me. So yeah, in terms of things that I've watched, I have not watched any Netflix, I think. Let me think. No, I have not watched any Netflix. It has all been YouTube, like diamond painting, book content, and true crime. That's basically it. And now I got tired. I think I need to lay down for a little bit. So we completed, well, we made like, oh, a drill came out. We made a big chunk of this flower. I'm really, really enjoying it. I am having a very good time. I thought it was going, I mean, it is confetti, but it doesn't feel like it because I don't know why really. Yeah, I'm starting to lose my mind. So thank you so much for watching and coming along to my ramble of all of the things that I said. If you enjoyed this video and are a new watcher, please consider subscribing. And to the people who are coming back, thank you so much for coming back and for listening to my kind of senseless ramble, but you know, it is what it is. Thank you again so much and see you all in another video. Keep on diamond painting. Goodbye.